Alright, hello everybody. This is Mr. Marr again with Beat Theory. I'm about to go through step 5, the last step of this section of the Sound Designer project. So I'm going to go here, Open Studio, close Add. We're going to go File, Open from my computer. Last one that I did was 4H, so I'm going to open 4H. And this one should have a pluck, a pad, a lead, and a drum track. Last thing we need to do is the bass. So a bass is a low sound, and you don't need to do too much to this. Mostly, we're just going to go here to the piano roll, move the notes down. So with this, you want to pick 3 notes. You really don't want much more than 3, or it starts to sound kind of busy. And the notes are longer here, so just keep that in mind. That's kind of how the bass lines usually work. It's longer passages. Looks like I moved too far down there, so let's adjust that a little bit. Let's try that. So I only have 3 different notes here. I'm going to unmute and see what it sounds like. I actually don't like how that sounds. I'm going to change my notes here. Let's try that. I'm not a huge fan of that either. Let's try that. I like that. Cool. Sometimes you just got to move stepwise, just moving between one note to the next. Just sounds a little smoother. Jumping around sometimes just doesn't sound good. So I got my piano roll notes edited. I'm going to double click on the analog synth here. And you really just need to pick a bass patch. The problem is not all the bass patches sound the same. Bass 2 sounds a little lower than the others. So we can focus just on what's going on with the bass. I'm going to press the green S to solo. That wobble is pretty intense. So we're gonna, if you pick bass 2, you don't really need to change anything. If you pick bass 1, for example, you're going to want that to be a little bit lower. So what we're going to do to lower it is we're going to use this right here, and we're going to transpose. So I'm going to click that down to -12. So what that's saying is you're taking the same note but down 12 keys. So like this is C. Let's take it down 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If you look up here, you can see there's a pattern of keys. 2 and 3 black keys in patterns. 2 keys, 3 keys, 2 keys, 3 keys. Whenever you see the 2 keys together, that's C. 12 notes down is also C. It's just lower. So now my bass notes are going to work just a little bit better. And that's all you got to do. If you want, you can add a little bit of distortion. But really, I just like patch 2. So I'm going to go back to patch 2 and leave the transpose at 0. Put a little bit of distortion just so it buzzes a little more. And that's it. So, file, save to my computer. We're going to call this one 5H. And now you're really caught up. So that's all you got to do for this. Before we start moving things around, putting it together, and actually making like a full-on pattern. So we saved it. I'm going to save it one more time just to be sure. You can never save too many times. And that's all we got. So please let me know if you have any questions. Next couple steps are going to be using some different parts of the program. So if you're confused about what the different parts of the program are, you can watch my Step 0 video, which breaks down some of the tools that we're using in this. And that is it.